Well, some of the process of radicalization for women is exactly the same as it would be for the men. The Islamic State propaganda really tells them that they are being a part of a humanitarian movement, that they are helping to build this caliphate which they deem to be a utopian society. And propaganda is also targeting women specifically because they represent the next generation of this so-called caliphate utopia. They are the wives and mothers of the future jihadists. So quite a lot of dedication and time has been put into trying to allure these younger women to come and join in these efforts.
I mean, I'm quite struck by the ages in this particular case. We're talking about two 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old. I mean, people watching might find that particularly shocking, but should they? What do we know about the ages here?
The ages range quite a lot, but actually we've seen girls even younger than this going from other Western European countries over to Syria and Iraq. And we also know that for a young woman, just like for some of the young men going over, part of the allure is that adventure seeking, is the fact that they've been told that it's part of this romantic journey as well, where they will arrive in this new terrain and be given a jihadist husband, and they are sort of given this romantic idea of the entire situation. So for younger people in general, that can be more alluring.
Yes, I mean, you refer to it as a romantic ideal. I mean, what is the reality? Because we read about, at best, a life of domestic servitude for the females in the group.
Yes, the reality is, of course, quite different. They are very much, as females, restricted to the house and home for the most part. There is strict Sharia law in the region. To be able to leave the house, they need permission. They are only to leave if they want to pray or if they direly need medical situations. There's a lack of electricity. The propaganda says that they're being given free houses, but actually the reason why there are quote-unquote free houses is because the families that have lived there before have either been murdered or forced to leave the territory. So the reality is quite grim and a very harsh terrain, especially for such young individuals that might or might not be aware of certain factors once they arrive.